I think at this point it's kind of expected to get like leaks once every few often without having sort of official reveal. And I don't mind that. I mean, it usually happens most of the time in the tokusatsu community where unofficial leaks happens because of someone actually acquiring a magazine early in the year or something like that. And that kind of thing happens, but what I'm here to talk about, maybe it's more of a sort of an inconsistent analysis on the Tyranno Ranger helmet. Or most of you already know as the Red Ranger helmet because it's Power Rangers. What'd you expect? You think they were gonna go to zero? I don't know. I think they were still testing the waters and I'm still simping for this line. Hey, it don't matter. I probably won't have the money for this anyway. Now, first of all, because there's like two versions now, in consumer level at this point. Most of the time it's often like commissioned to like cosplay houses like Anarchy Cosplay and Kamen Rider Nimoy, just to name a few. I think Eric, I forgot the initial numbers for it, so he supplies the kits for the MMPR helmets. Either way, when looking at this, and I was trying to cross-reference every single image that's at least readily available at this point. And looking at the cross-references, and I did this whole Photoshop, just looking at the different types of helmets there are. Okay, there's the one on the top right, we got the Kyorager vs. Go-Buster Special, or Grid Connections, that has that screenshot. What was that from? Oh, okay, yeah, that was from that. The second one, the top left, the Legacy Lightning Collection there. Bottom right, we got the King Ranger prop screen use helmet, which is actually just a screencast. I think it was it was probably a screencast of the hero prop from a different type of angle. And last of all, the Legacy Collection. And now I didn't get the Legacy Collection helmet because I didn't have the money for it. I didn't really care for it. It was just too big because most of the time these helmets should have been small and most parts it's just like should be a little slim. There seems to be a tendency that the circumference usually is benefited for these smaller helmets because most of the Japan Action Club stuntmen are usually just smaller than your average US actor. So like they try to condense these helmets as much as they could. This, well, at least the Legacy version, tries to be a toy disguised as a premium collectible. It's not really hero prop worthy because of the finish and just the way that it's presented is unprofessional. I sort of think they rectified this with the Green Ranger helmet, but the Green Ranger helmet already suffered from the perspective issue. This one was kind of okay, but looking at it funny, it still looks off. It's not entirely accurate to the Zoo Ranger casts, maybe. Who knows? It's such a strange thing because a lot of the Tyranno Ranger helmets were constantly remolded. If you think about like the other shows that use them, like VR Troopers, maybe some behind the scenes, there's probably about 100 fucking Tyranno Ranger helmets that are suffering in the Sublime warehouse back in the 90s. Because they were constantly repainting those and reusing them because it was like the most readily available cast there is. Now, to think about that, it's like, who knows how many there are in circulation. Most of them would have been destroyed at this point after the Disney buyout in 2002 or something like that. Then again, it's like, already the Tyranno Ranger helmet was pretty much inconsistent. I don't know why people would say, okay, maybe this is not accurate. To begin with, nothing really is accurate to begin with. So, it just feels like they're trying to course correct. I don't know what they want to do with this afterwards. It's like, it only seems to be like course correction at this point. And with course correction, you probably want to win a lot of fans over. And they know how to do that. They do that all the time with a lot of G.I. Joe figures. They make several versions of the same Snake Eyes, same Cobra Commander, same Duke. There's like 30 different versions in different types of outfits. What are there like up to 40 versions of like Snake Eyes at this point? Maybe that's okay, I don't think that's more of a comparable example. But to think about Power Rangers is that the constant running changes that happens between these helmets because like the Red Ranger helmet's been used for over 100 episodes anyway. So having those constant running changes is just like people have different mental images of the Red Ranger helmet. And it kind of makes sense that there will be the divide between people having to think about which helmet is accurate to begin with. And I keep saying begin with. I don't know. There has to be better descriptions for this. Come on, guys. Well, if I were myself, would I really buy this? Man, you know, I kind of want to buy it, but I might as well end up having to buy a stunt cast instead. I think I could probably handle the labor or all that kind of work to repaint helmets and all that, but it's going to be costing around about 200 bucks. Am I too close to the microphone? I think I could speak a little louder. Hang on. Okay, yeah, maybe this far is okay. You can still hear me breathe sometimes, but I really need to stop that. Stop it. Get some help, man. Drink a lot of water or liquid or some shit. Why does it look like I'm muffling or something like that? Stop breathing heavily. I'm not that fucking fat.